Good morning, my name is Grant. I'm a ratepayer, and I'll keep this quick. There's just two things I think that you as commissioners need to be keeping in mind when looking at this procurement plan. The first thing being employment, and you can't just consider short-term employment in one place, but long-term employment statewide. No part of the procurement plan has any plan to make up for the losses in investments in the Colstrip mine, which means by 2027, 2030 at the latest, either NorthWestern Energy is going to have to increase its rates to make up for those investments, or more than likely, it's going to have to make significant cuts to the Colstrip mine, which means there isn't long-term employment for the people of Colstrip, especially if you're just going to only invest in Colstrip. Secondly, you can't consider really employment from natural gas either because of its volatility. We've seen it time and time again where large out-of-state companies promise long-term employment based off of volatile natural resources, and then they have a boom-bust mentality where they bring in thousands of people and thousands of jobs to fill in those jobs statewide. We saw it with timber, we saw it with gold and copper, and North Dakota saw it with oil and natural gas, resources that are a part of the procurement plan. And time again, it has brought people into Montana, and then those jobs have disappeared, leaving many Montanans out of work and having their jobs taken by people from out of state. This happened most recently with the Bakken formation, where thousands moved to North Dakota, and then when layoffs came for natural gas, native North Dakotans oftentimes were the ones losing their jobs, and the more highly qualified people from out of state were the ones that were taking those jobs from native North Dakotans. The same volatility exists with the natural gas investment that exists in the procurement plan. What is not volatile in Montana is sun, wind, or water. All of those things have been ample resources for thousands of years in Montana, and I don't see that ending anytime soon. There's long-term employment, not just in Colstrip, but in Great Falls, in Helena, in Missoula, statewide, with renewable resources, because it is not based off of the volatile prices of natural resources. It is based off of consistency, and so you get long-term employment, both in construction and operation. And that leads to the second thing that you need to consider with that construction. It does, first of all, it leads to job creation, but secondly, yes, it is expensive, especially in the case of renewable resources, but the second thing you need to be considering is weighing the short-term costs against the long-term payoffs. It is more expensive than what is in place right now to build the infrastructure for renewable resources. But we've seen from the sources that renewable resources generate a third of the operating costs that coal, natural gas, other fossil fuels produce, which means the short-term costs are high, but the long-term payoffs are much, much higher, and so it weighs in favor of investment in renewable resources. Thank you.